morning. Welcome to AMHQ Weekend. It is Sunday, November the 22nd. I'm Kate Parker.
And I'm Kelly Cass in for Reynolds Wolf on this Sunday morning. We're bundling up. It is
I'm making
freezing.
my first turkey this year.
Are you?
So I have to start thawing it today.
Yes,
right?
me too. Hopefully it'll be ready by Thursday.
These are like, I'm like researching, making sure that I've got a good turkey. So if you have any tips.
I do.
Okay.
I'll be sharing them throughout the day today, during commercial breaks especially, but we're also talking about a lot of snow coming. And depending on the snowfall rate, you can get that snow really to pile up in a very short amount of time. So that's what we have, a nice blanket of snow on the ground out there. But Kate, some areas are getting some fresh snow out there, courtesy of the lakes.
Yep, lake effect snow. That's what's going on this morning. You know, if you're trying to get out to church this morning, if you have brunch plans, whatever it may be, you're going to feel those cold west winds as well. Now, it's dry for a vast majority of the country. But look at this, down into Florida, we had record rainfall yesterday. More thunderstorms today.
Yeah, hopefully that doesn't get in the way of that NASCAR race going on down there in South Florida. But we can't rule it out with those showers and storms around Miami. But the cold air has gone all the way down into your hometown there in Dallas, where we do have freeze advisories and warnings in effect. We're going to get to all these stories coming up here on Acting as a Refrigerant, keeping that air above the snow even colder. But take a look at Detroit. This is going to be kind of a quick cold blast for you. We do think it's going to warm up a little bit by Thanksgiving, but today barely freezing, 32 for a high temperature. And then overnight we get down into the teens, and then we do steadily warm things up by Tuesday as we get those highs back into the low 40s for you. So look at the temperatures. Look how chilly it is out here. Not just Detroit, but Chicago. You've got 12 degrees with that snowpack on the ground there. We've got your Bears at home today. Minneapolis, we've got the Vikings home as well. It's going to be a chilly one out there for the tailgate party. 18 degrees right now, and single numbers up towards International Falls. You think that's cold? It's even colder here, where we have the thicker snowpack on the ground, barely above zero in some of these locations like Monticello. It's 5. Davenport here in the Quad Cities. Ooh, it's only 6 degrees right now. You definitely need something hot to drink to get you started this morning. As we go into Monday, that cold air is going to sink all the way into the south, across the Tennessee Valley, down into parts of Georgia and Alabama. The one saving grace last night is that we had that wind kind of helping to keep those temperatures up. But as the wind calms down, we're looking at those temperatures falling pretty quickly. So today, temperatures only in the 20s for Chicago. That's 16 degrees below average, by the way. Over towards Buffalo with the snow coming down at times, courtesy of the lakes, we'll see those temperatures in the mid-30s. Pittsburgh, mid-30s for you, and even Cincinnati, 17 degrees below average with those highs only in the 30s. So zip them up, button up those coats. You're going to need them tomorrow as well, as those temperatures are still going to be below average. Check out New York City, 48 degrees, your average high for the middle to latter part of November, right around 50 degrees. So it's definitely pretty chilly out here today and the next couple of days, Kate. This afternoon. In fact, here's the timeline for Miami, for the Miami area, Homestead Miami Speedway. You've got the clouds around already this morning. It already feels humid this morning, so that will lead to that chance for a pop-up shower or thunderstorm pretty much at any time today, but it looks like our chances will go up by around 5 o'clock, 50% chance for some scattered thunderstorms, and it's already an active radar picture this morning. Look at the heavy rain on the southwest side of Florida coming in from the Gulf. A little bit of lightning involved with some of these cells too, moving towards Miami International. And then you get up toward the north, we've got the rain hanging around the eastern Carolinas right now over towards, say, just east of I-95. And you can see more rain showers down toward the low country of South Carolina. Charleston may actually hear a rumble of thunder out there as well. But most of the lightning is just offshore. We've got the cold front coming through, clouds lingering in Atlanta, so it didn't get quite that cold last night. We're at 44 degrees right now, but it is freezing in Memphis with your temperature at 32. But eventually the front comes all the way down into central Florida. And look at that. Despite the sunshine, Atlanta, we're only going to see highs in the upper 40s, 52 in Charlotte, and there's that chance for some thunderstorms pretty much south of Tampa and Orlando down towards Miami. So be prepared for the boomers out there. 79 degrees for a high temperature, trailing on back towards 75 degrees as we head towards your evening plans. But it looks like low temperatures are going to be quite cool, especially in the northern part of the state. Look at you guys in Tallahassee, 38. Miami, you finally dipped below 70 yesterday for the first time this fall season. But with those dew points hanging out in the upper 50s to low 60s, we can't rule out more showers and storms.
Then there's no planner. Oh, I'm sorry. Are your thing. Let's just take that back. If they're not your thing, don't go to New York. If they are your thing, go to the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade.
But you know, the biggest concern for Snoopy and company is probably the weather. Sam Champion reveals why in this edition of Brains